Hi everyone, Brian Moore here again. Thanks for tuning in. In this episode, I'm going to beg the question of whether or not you should try to hit the ball straight. Seems like a sensible idea to hit the ball straight. I mean, why would you want to do anything else? But consider this. If you try to hit the ball dead straight every time, it's like trying to walk a tightrope. You have basically no margin for error. So consider this alternative. What I've got some strings laid out on the ground here, and if you look at the white one right down the center here, that would be our intended target line, where at the end out there with that orange stake and the black ball is our target. That's where we want the ball to end up. Now I have an orange extension cord running to the left of and to the right of the white center line there, so it sort of forms a cone shape. Now, let's just say that I tried to hit the ball dead straight and I wanted to hit it right down that target line with no curve, by the way. Well, there's a lot of stars that have to be aligned just right in order to pull that off, because if my club face or my club path is even off by 1 degree, that ball is going to be curving away from the target. Now consider this. What if I knew that I could start the ball out here to the right somewhere, or even to the left, but we'll talk about the right for now. What if I knew I could start it out to the right here, and best case scenario is that my ball starts out to the right and it curves back right to the target line. That would be my best case scenario. Second best case scenario is that my ball would start out to the right of the target here somewhere and start to curve back and finish somewhere here in this cone. Third best case scenario is my ball starts just off to the right here on the orange line, and it just stays there. It doesn't curve one way or the other. Now I suppose it would be okay if the ball curved across the line here just a little bit. But what we don't want happening is the ball starting to the right and then curving even further to the right. And we also don't want the ball curving excessively across the center line. Those are death shots there. That'll probably wind up costing you a lot of strokes. And obviously the same thing would be true on the left side of the cone here. So when you try to play and keep the ball in the cone, you have a lot more margin for error. Your club face and your club path don't have to match up just perfect every time. There's a lot of different combinations of swing path and club face that will keep the ball somewhere in that cone. But to hit it right down the center line and keep it there, and to do it efficiently, there's only one recipe, and that is a perfectly struck center face hit, and the club face and the club path have to be at absolute right angles to one another. Otherwise the ball will be curving away from the target. So the next time you go out to the practice tee, as you've seen in some of my skill builder videos, I want you to try to learn to intentionally curve the ball to the left and also to the right. And if you can intentionally curve the ball in both directions, then hitting it relatively straight should become a lot easier, but you'll also know how to keep the ball in either side of the cone. So that's just a little something for you to think about. My thoughts of the day. Hope you enjoy, and I'll see you again next time.